Hello everyone, welcome to Elite Engineer. In this video, basically we are going to start with the LaTeX introduction, a guide of effortless document creation. To the researchers, to the person who want to make PowerPoint presentations or the documents, the LaTeX is a tool that helps us writing a beautiful document. How? I'll show you in my YouTube channel named Elite Engineer. So let's begin. So before I begin, I'll start with the introduction how we can create our account in LaTeX, right? So before I begin with the introduction to LaTeX and using this Overleaf, basically LaTeX is a language which can be used to write our equations, our PowerPoint to create a PowerPoint presentations or a document. There are two ways. First one is an online way and second one is an offline way. Offline, there are various tools like text maker, and there are lots and lots of tools, but I prefer the online tool because in this it shows an option to share. I just click a share and I can feed the email ID of a person whom I want to share, and I can share it directly to the person or a co-editor or a co-author of the paper, or I want to share a document so that he can see and edit directly. So if I edit here, it will directly being edited on the right hand side of this page. So exactly how it is working, I'll just show you. Let's begin with our Overleaf introduction. To begin with, we have to create an account in Overleaf, right? So I'll just start with how I can create an account in Overleaf. So when you type in Google Overleaf, so you will just see that this window will appear, right? So when this window will appear, you have to click on register if you don't have an account, but if you have an account, you can just click on the login. So I already have an account, so I'll click on login. But for you guys, I'll start with register. Let's create some new account. There are two ways to register. Number one is the way from Google. Directly I can click here and I can directly feed my Google account so that it will make it register. So I'll click it here, register with Google. I can type my email ID here. For you, I've created a new email ID so that it can be logged in easily. Now, when I log in on Google, it will ask me, just 1 minute, I got a verification for Google. Yeah, after I log in, this screen will appear where it will ask me to try a premium, but I will skip this step because right now I don't want to start with a premium account. So there are three ways to start with. You can start by creating a new project, learn LaTeX with a tutorial and browser templates. Already we have a predefined templates in the LaTeX. So if you are new to the LaTeX or Overleaf, you can directly click here to browser templates. So I'll just click on browser template and you can start with what you want, like whether you are writing some book, whether it's a bibliography, academic journal and so on. You can either create your resume also in this. So to begin with, I'll just start with a normal document. So I'll just create a new project. Okay. So after I'll click on new project, it'll ask me that whether I want a blank project, whether I want an example project, or I want to upload project. Because already we have some of the projects already available in the Google. So that project directly I can upload it here. So I want one blank project. So let's name it an Elite Engineer Introduction. Introduction. You can name it anything like your document name or anything, right? So after you have been, now it's open. Now you can clearly see that. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. Now what happened here is he has already created one document for me, right? See, this is a document what he has created. Now I have now it is fine. Yeah. So here what happened here is he has already added the document class. So this is a document class article. It used the package graphics. It's used for inserting the images. If I want to insert some of the images, then he has added the make title because this title will be starting from here. My document will begin from here and it will start the title from here. Okay. Then author. If I type this author, already he took my Gmail ID name, right? So I'll just change it to Elite Engineer. So after Elite Engineer introduction, this will come. So what happened here is you can see the E and I. There is something that you can see. It's not correct. Why? Because when we talk about overleaf, when we put underscore creates this E as a subscript of elite E, last E. So he has made this capital E as a subscript of this E. So to write properly the title, I'll just remove the subscript. Right, I'll just remove the spacing which I have created. Now it is fine, and the error is also removed. In make title, we could see that there was a red line. That might be an error, that might be a warning, which we can see from the logs. Right, now we have already created an account here in Overleaf. We have added a document title Elite Engineer Introduction. Now I have already started with the section. Now before jumping to how we can create something, let's start with what was my first step. So this thing is clear. We have added our document, we have created our document, we have signed up to the Overleaf. Next step is what are the commands in the Overleaf, right? Now to check what are the commands available in Overleaf, okay, let's begin with, we have 3 commands: bold, italic, underline, and text color. Let's take that we have a 4, right? To start with, I have a 4. Now what I will do here is I will type some line here. Introduction is some section we have created. I will tell you how we can create sections, subsections in the upcoming presentation of my slides. So here I'll just type here, hello everyone. I'll just type hello. My name is Elite. Oh, I'm sorry. Engineer. How are you all? Okay. I have just typed hello, my name is Elite Engineer, how are you all, right? You can see here, hello, my name is Elite Engineer. Now I want to make Elite Engineer as a bold. So to make it bold, I have a command called /textbf, means a bold font, and then text that I want to make it bold, I would write it in curly braces. So when I just type Elite Engineer, now you can clearly see that here Elite Engineer is become bold. Now bold command is clear. Now what I want is, I want to make the Elite Engineer bold, fine, name as italic. So to make it italic, I have a command called text it. You can just type text and you can see there are various options, automatic options. It will say which command do you want to use. So you can just select your commands. See, if a bracket is missing, it will give me warning like something is missing, bro. You have to add it. Now I add the curly braces and it is fine. See, the name is become italic. You can clearly see. Now the next command was underline. Now to make underline, let's underline hello / underline. Just 1 minute, I need to check. Yeah, so I'll just compile it. It made it underline. Also there is one more step. If you want to compile this, you can directly press Ctrl and S. It will directly compile this. So this version of LaTeX, that is online version, is very easy. Also there is one more advantage of this, what I already told. We can click here the share and we can just write the email ID to whom we want to share, and we can just click on share and that person can easily edit. And we can also share to the number of persons. Like if you just switch it on, turn on the link sharing, and we can add n number of email IDs so that that person or that co-authors can either edit that paper too. Now the next command is the text color. Now what happened here is, if you write some journal articles or some conference papers, they send the revision to you. Now after the revision, you need to resend your articles. Now when you resend your articles, you need to change the font of the color of that line that you are changing to the paper. Now for changing the text color, you need to write the command text color, and then again the curly braces will come, text color. And with text color, you can also put the color you want. See what I put here, command text color is that which text color you want, right? So if I add here blue, and then if I do here is, yeah, there is some issue in this. Now what happened here is, oh, I'm so sorry. Now what happened here is, I have written the blue, I have written the spelling of color wrong. So now what happened here is, I have to add the text color. So I have added this to the next line, and the problem was there is some package that was missing. Why? Because there is a lot of packages that we need to include here. If you want to insert the images, we need the package graphics. If we want to add something like some color, red color, yellow color, blue color, I can add here blue color also. And it will make this how are you all to the blue. Now if I want to edit this like color, we can just write the color, specific color, and it will edit. Now when you the revision come, you need to edit the color, different color, so that should be visible to the other person. Now the next thing is what I have to add here is the document structure. Now I already told that when we create the document, there are different document structures that need to add. So when I started here, I didn't introduce you to the sections. So like for example, I need to create a section here. Okay, section here, that is my name. Let's create my name as a section. Now it will create as a second section. First one I already created, that is introduction. Now what happened is, when you write your paper, you start with introduction, then comes our methodology. In methodology, if you have 3 different types of methodology, like you will define that I have some X number, I have X methodology, methods, let's write X methods for this work. Okay, now then you have to define, now you have to define that what are the methods. Like then what you will do is, you will write here subsection, right? You will write here slash subsection method 1. Okay, you can clearly see on this screen, this is my subsection. Now what happened is, in subsection you also have subsection. So you can create here, like method 1 is elite. Let's create it elite engineer. I'll just write here elite. Method 1 is elite. I wrote the method spelling incorrect. This is fine now. METHOD method. Next, what happened here is, you want to create a subsection. Then what you have to write the command as subsection, and then it's a method 2. I'll just copy paste this command. Method 2. I'll just compile by using the Control S, and you can clearly see this is my section 2. 2.1 is my subsection, and this is my subsection. And then I'll write here engineer, right? So this is a part how we can create a section, subsection, and subsection. Now the next thing what we have to do here is item size. For example, okay, so I'll just show you with a small example. Yeah, item size. Now in the subsection 3, I'll just write here as a begin item. So when you type item size, it will create automatically. Like we want to create some bullet points. Okay, like point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. So we can create by item size. Like I am using YouTube to study. Okay, I'm using YouTube to study. Yeah, it's fine now. I'm using YouTube to study as a bullet point. This is our item size, how we can create item size. Now we can just create n numbers of items here, something we can just type, and it will create the second bullet point. Now we can create the enumerate also. How? For example, like numbering. Okay, I'll just check once. Yeah, I can directly copy this command, begin enumerate. Okay, for numbered, like here I'm getting the bullet points, so there I'll get the numbers. For example, begin, if you just type ENU, see EN enumerate, and directly it will create something for you. So hello, welcome back. You can see there the numbering will come, start with 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it starts with hello, welcome back with 1. And here I can just type the title. Yeah, it starts like this. Now what happened here is, I'll just show one more thing to you. I'll just take some sample paragraph from Google. just normal, I'll just copy something from Google. Okay, I have to show you something. Like I got this. Para means the number of births that are greater than 20 weeks, something. Yeah, something I just copied from Google randomly. Now what I want to do is I want to show that. Let's make it something like a full stop here, just to show you something. Now what happened here is you have this paragraph. Now you want to start the include by next line. So there are two ways. First, you press it enter and you can see there introduction including will be starting from the next line. Now the second way is to do is double colon. What happened here is if you do compile, you can clearly see that it gives us the next line. Like see now. Yeah, so I think you can't see this properly, so I'll just show it from here. Yeah, it will be visible from here, I think. Yeah, see, it just shifted the where to the next line. Now if I do it without two colons, it can still be in the next line with this line spacing. So there are two ways to put it in the next line. First one is with a double colon. If you do double slash, so it will put it in the next line. If you do one line spacing, it will start a new para. See, here the para will be starting and here the para will be starting if you leave the one line gap. So there are two ways to write this. Next one is how to write the maths equation. So I'll just make one sample equations and then I will just show you how we can create it. I'm just typing the equation, just 1 minute. So to start with the equations, what I have to type here is the begin equation, right? Then if there is a begin equation, then I have to type end equation also, right? Then there is an end equation. Now I have that I want equation in this space. Now let's type a square plus b square is equal to c square. This is the equation that I have to type. So this is the equation that came with numbering 1. Now what I told you was we need to put a dollar sign for inline math equation, right? Or begin equation and end equation. Now why I have not used a dollar sign here is because it's not a complex equations that require a dollar sign. If I want to show you with the dollar sign, I'll just show you by searching one more equation, because it's like an inline math mode, right? So let's type here is the equation of the line. I'll just start with this line, right? See, you can clearly see that we need to mention when we are writing the this equations as inline math mode, right? So this is the equation and I'm specifying it between the dollar sign. Also, for example, if you want to write some para, like I already told you how we can create a item size and okay, so I'll just create one item size here. So for this also I need to mention the dollar sign so that see this represents the equations parameters y, x, m. If I remove the dollar sign, okay, you will say that yeah, we can remove the dollar sign, and now you can see the change in difference between the y and the y I'm getting with the dollar sign. Like it's for denoting the inline math mode we're using for the equations, right? So that's what I want to say it here, inline math mode. Next step is figures and tables. To insert the table, I have a code called include graphics and the package I already included in that. Now what happened here is I have to add the figures. To add the figure, I have a code called begin figure. This h, there is various kind of symbols we can use here, h, ht, and all these symbols you can find it on LaTeX website where different symbols signify different. Like first is our it is a where I want to fix the figure, it will occur there. Another is float, and there are various configurations, like we can write the ht, h, this, and there are lots of symbols, right? So I will start with the begin figure, centering, include graphics, width is 0.5, text width, then example image what I want to add. So I'll add here upload, I'll add here some of the image. So I have a logo of Overleaf. Now what happened here is I'll just go back and I will just type here is OL. So automatically it will say me. I'll press enter and it will come here. So now I have to add the caption here. So this is a logo. And then label is figure example. Now you can clearly see that I'll get one figure here with the logo. I want to reduce the width, I want to increase the width, I can do it from here, 0.2, 0.5, it's up to me. So it will reduce the figure width. Okay, this figure width has been reduced. Now I want to create the table. I'll just tell you about the this label also. /ref, I can use a /ref and I will automatically, it will come here, label figure example. I'll just click it here. Now why I'm doing it, because I'll show you here. It will automatically take one where it is represented as figure dot 1. Now what happened is I have added a figure that is a figure number 1. I want to write in my text that figure 1 represent this. Now how do I write this? So here what happened is I will just type the command /ref and the label automatically we can get label. Now see here, I have to write up to figure and then I have to add the space, or I can just use this also and then 1 it will come. So why I'm doing this long process? Because whenever I want to change the numbering of figure, this figure will be something else, so automatically this number will be changed here. And also there is a hyper reference that we can create, because when we create a PDF file, automatically when we click this one, it will redirect it to this figure. For that we have to create a hyper ref that you can check on the Google. There is some command, there's some package we have to include here, hyper ref, and then automatically it will create. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, I'll just show you how we can do it. You have to just type here package called use package hyperref, and you can clearly see that there is there's a small box that will be created with the figure number 1. So when you click here, it will directly redirect you to the figure number 1. Okay, I have reduced this size, that's why it's redirecting to this side, but it's redirecting to this figure only. Okay, so this is a hyperref that we have created. Now the next part is, next thing we have to do is begin table. Now what I find easy is, like whenever you want to create a table, so the easiest way is go to the Google and type LaTeX table generator. This is the easiest way I found. You can click here create a table and automatically some table will create here. So I can create here name, my name, number, something XYZ. I have just so this is a A, this is a B, this is a C, this is a 1, this is a 2. I'm just creating a random table for you just to show you. Okay, and we can create something also here. This is the easiest way what I have found it. Now I have used the border also here. Now I'll just generate it. It will generate some table for me. Now I'll copy it from clipboard. I'll directly go to my document. I'll click here. 1 minute. I'll just click here, copy to the clipboard, and then I'll just paste it. It will paste my table here. I can just write the small h or capital H based upon what I want. Like I want float, I want like I want to place it exactly on the location where I want. So it will create a table for me. Now it's not making the centering. So there are some commands that I have to add. I want a table in the center, so I'll just add after the table begin centering. It will make this table as a center. Yeah, it came in center. Now there is no title for the table also. Now what happened here is I'll just add the title also. Now to add the title of the table, what I have to do here is we have to add the caption. Now to include the caption, it can come under centering. So this is an example table with a title, right? It will come on the top. Example table with title. Now in the various papers, I've seen that example table font has to be small. Then I can type here /small. And then I can press it here and we can see here is it will become small. The example table is small. Now here one warning is coming that h float specifier change to the ht. Okay, where I need to change it? Okay, I can create it HT also. There is no issues here. I already told you that we can create it like float or some other thing. Like by mistake I've just created document also for this. It's okay. That's last part. Now there is some special characters and symbols like and, dollars, percentage. For this I need to use the package like ASM symbols for mathematics symbols. When I already created a new document, it created me with this package. I'll just show you. See. Yeah, I think I've just changed it. So if I use some of the symbols, I have to use this package for symbols. And there are lots of package. Whenever you feel there is some issue in your package or something, you can just Google it. Okay. Or if you face any issue in LaTeX and you want some help, you can just write in the comment section. I will help you guys to best of my knowledge. And then the last part is I've already discussed everything, I guess. If something is left over, I'll just discuss in the next video. And now the final part is I have to there are different things in that. I already told you about the share. Okay, and then there's a download PDF. Click here, it will download a PDF for you. Now click here and you can click here to view the PDF which you have created. And there's a PDF file that has been created with the table, with the logo, the equations, and this is what I have already told you, math inline, and with the highlight, bold, italic, and the color change, with the title, with the script, that is with the section, with the subsection, with the section. This is a section, this is a subsection, this is a subsection. Right now I have discussed everything with you. I think anything is left over, you can just comment me and I will just explain that thing too. And the problem is now you have already created a document also, PDF file. Now I think something is left or not. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, this is fine now. So we can continue our research related activities in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. So here I end my research presentation. If you have any question or answers, you can just ping me in the comment section. I will answer all the questions. Here I was just a little bit confused how I can start and how I can introduce you guys with the actual Overleaf, because actually it has many commands. So we need to check from where to start, where to end. That's why. And one more thing I want to introduce, I just forgot that. Yeah, just 1 minute, I'll just show you one more thing. Yeah, I'll just go to home section. Yeah, I'll just go to home section. I want to create some example project. Okay, not example project, otherwise I'll just create one. Yeah, I'll just show you one beautiful thing of Overleaf. Right, there is one point, like if you have to create one PowerPoint. So there are different kinds of formats already available in Overleaf. You can directly click here which format you need, open this as a template, and you can directly start editing that. And you can see the on the left hand side where there is a code. It is very easy to edit also. See, this thing is a beamer. Beamer is a format of this document class, beamer. Here the title, you can put a title here. Now the presentation is loading right now, so I can continue. And when it starts compiling, when it's done with the compiling, I will start the compile again, because it's a bit lengthy. That's why it's taking some time. That is a problem with the online version. It takes some more time to compile. Yeah, there is a beautiful part of the Overleaf, that is you can directly start editing everything from academic journals. If you just click here, you will find the various journals. You can just click it and you can start editing. And also if you write some book, just click on the book and you'll find the book and you can start editing your book. And one more thing here is you can start with writing your thesis by clicking here. And there is a presentation, PowerPoint presentation also. You can click here, you can find the various presentation, just click here and the LaTeX code will appear on the left hand side. You can start editing the LaTeX code directly. And after PowerPoint presentation also there is one more thing. Yeah, this is a thesis part. And CV and resume, I forgot. Yeah, CV and resume. So CV, I'll just type here CV. I can find the various templates for the CV. Just click here, edit your CV, and it's very simple. If you want me to make the videos on the specific topic, you can just comment me in the description and I'll make the topic very clear. Thank you for putting your time and efforts in this video, and see you in the next video. And thank you for joining me, guys. See you.